Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole if you're new here. Today is a beginner's guide to eyeshadow. I did a beginner's guide to makeup in my last video. I'll link it down below if you guys haven't seen that. A lot of you guys wanted me to do an eyeshadow tutorial, so that's what I did today. This is just super simple. It's just all the steps that a beginner needs to know. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope it was very helpful. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, just stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, so I did my face off camera. I'm just baking my contours right now, so don't mind that. Today's video is going to be how to do eyeshadow for dummies. Not really dummies because I don't think you guys are dummies, but that's what someone commented. It's just going to be a beginner's guide to eyeshadow. I did a beginner's guide to makeup. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below. But to start off, I'm just going to be priming with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is just an eyeshadow primer. You want to use this just to cover up any discoloring and your veins that you have on your eyelids, because you want to give yourself a nice canvas for the eyeshadow. So that's why we do this. You can use concealer. That works perfectly fine. It works just the same as this, but I have this, so that's just what I'm going to be using right now. Okay, so after that, you can leave it like this if you're going to be going in with some color, but since today is a beginner's eyeshadow makeup look, I'm going to be using my Sweet Peach palette. You can use any palette that you have. Most palettes have colors that I'm going to be using that are very similar. So you're going to want to take just a skin tone shade like this, and you're just going to take it on a flat brush, and you're going to set that primer with it. And you don't want to put too much because you still want it to be kind of tacky to give the shadow something to stick on. So don't go overboard, because if you do go overboard, the shadows are just going to slip off. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with a transition shade. So a transition shade goes in your crease right here. That's just to add some definition. And just to start off the eyeshadow look, it's very easy when you put a transition shade, then you can see like what other colors you want to mix with it. I'm going to go in with Pure Ray right here. It's just a nice light brown. And I'm taking it on a crease brush. That's like this. It's very fluffy. I'll link all the brushes I'm using down below. So like I said, it goes in your crease. This is your crease right here, just so you guys know. So you're going to put that in there and just be blending. You always want to start off with a transition shade. Like I said, it just gives you a nice guideline of where you want to take the look. And normally it's like a light brownish shade like this one, but it all depends on the kind of look you're doing. Like if you're doing a blue look, maybe you want to take a light blue. If you're doing yellow, maybe you want to take a light yellow. Just any color you're using, but since I think most of us want to wear neutrals, that's why we're taking a light brown. But with these steps that I'm showing you, you can create any look with any color. This is just the basic steps. So you just want to make sure that's very blended. You can keep adding more if you want it a little bit darker, but I like the way it's looking just like this. So you just want to go in circular motions like this, and you can also do like windshield wiper motions like this. Just do all kinds just to make sure that's very blended. Then you want to go in with a color similar, just a little darker than that. So I'm going to go in with this one right next to it. This one is called Summer Yum, and this is just to add some more dimension to the outer corner. It's typically a color darker than the transition shade. So I'm going to place this on my outer corner right here with a smaller crease brush. Look at the difference. This is the one I used for my transition shade, and this is the one I'm using on my outer corner. So you just want to place it on the outer corner. The outer corner is right here. So you go in like a V shape right here. And don't be afraid to drag that out, because I'm going to show you guys a trick that I like to do. So you can be as messy as you want. See, and that's just adding some more dimension. So eyeshadow is all about blending, so you're going to want to go back in with that big fluffy brush, and once you have that color on there, you can give it a nice blend. Just everything together, just so everything can be nice and seamless. Now we want to go in with our lid shade, so I'm going to be going in with Luscious right here. This is such a beautiful champagne color. People normally go for like a glittery, shiny shade. That's what I'm going to go in with today, but you can go in with a matte if you like, just pat it on, but I'm going to show you guys with a shimmer. And you go in with like a flat brush that looks like this, so you can really pat it on. And so I'm going to pat this all over my eye. And like I said, you can use any color that you want. These are just the colors I'm using because I'm using this palette. You just want to place this all over your lid. Then after that, you want to make sure everything is nice and blended again. So we're going to go in with Summer Yum. That's the darker shade that we used on our outer corner. And you're just going to blend that outer corner out again. Because we kind of lost that color as we put that lid color on. Okay, now we're going to go in with the transition shade. That's Puree right here with that big fluffy brush. And you're just going to want to blend out your crease one last time. Just so everything can be nice and blended. So you can stop right here and go on to the next step that I'm going to show you, but I also want to add some darkness to our lash line because this is very nice if you want to hide your lash band. You want to add a little bit of darkness to it. So I'm going to go in with this brush right here. This is a Sephora angled liner brush. And I'm going to be taking this shade right here called Charmed, I'm Sure. And I'm going to place this on my lash line. So you just want to stamp this on. Also, if you're not really good with eyeliner, this is a perfect trick to do. Because eyeshadow is so much more forgiving than going in straight in with like a liquid. But if you make any mistakes with shadow, you can just kind of blend it out. And then you just want to take a very tiny blending brush that looks like this. You can dip back into that shade and then you're just going to blend it out. Okay, so now we're going to work on our lower lash line. So whatever you did to the top, you typically want to do it to the bottom as well. So I'm going to go in with Puree. That's our transition shade right here. And you just want to take a tiny brush like this. I just brushed off whatever shadow I had on it. And you're just going to want to place this underneath your lash line like this. Since this is the lightest color, you can drag it down far. It all depends just on your personal preference. And then you just want to grab Summer Yum. That's right here. It's the darker shade that we used on the outer corner. And you want to place this on your outer corner as well. Right here. And that's how I'm going to keep it right now. I don't really want to add that dark shade. I just want it like that. And now for the inner corner, you're going to want to take a very shiny, you can also use matte, but I like shiny, light color. So I'm going to go in with this one right here. This one is called Nectar. You just want to take it on a flat brush and you're going to place this in your inner corners. And this just opens up your eyes so nicely. Like, look at that. So you just place that in your inner corners like that. Okay, now since this is like super messy, because I said we could be messy, you're going to want to take some translucent powder like this. This is my Laura Mercier one. And you're just going to want to get one of these things. It's a cosmetic wedge. I think that's what they're called. And you're just going to dip into it like this with the tip like that. And you're just going to stamp that right here. And this is going to give you a nice cat eye effect. And it's also going to just clean up all that shadow that we messed up. So yeah, you're just going to want to angle that upwards like this. And I'm just going to let that sit while I do the other side off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I already did my lashes. I put mascara on my lower lashes as well. These are Ardell Demi Wispies. So I still have that bake on. So I'm going to take a brush that looks like this. I always remove my bake with this brush. And all you want to do is just go like this. Same thing on this side. Okay, so this is the final makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below to join my little family. I hope this video was super helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to see from me next. Bye, guys.